Hey YouTubers, and welcome to a update video here. It's been a while since I've actually had a update video of any kind here for the channel. And today's a quick video here about the channel, but also some different things coming to the channel, but also some new stuff. I don't know if you guys already know already, but yeah, I've been trying to work on this Highland Scotty stuff, and I've been working on some other projects here for this channel. And along with some other stuff for a friend of mine. He's starting his own channel, and trying to help him out and whatnot. But yeah, it's been a very busy month or so. Not to mention I've been sick, having not necessarily the pandemic bastard that's going on right now in the world, but just the common cold. I had a really nasty cough and wasn't really able to do voiceovers like I normally would. For certain series, so I got a lot of stuff edited, played, edited, all that kind of stuff. So that's been kind of the thing that's been going on here. But we're gonna be back on regular schedule here, coming up probably towards the middle of the month here, with of course Road the Show. We're gonna get back into our Giants series, and also get back into the Highland Scotty series. That there's a new episode coming up here pretty soon. I want to say next week. Probably next weekend if I can get it so that done. I got to edit it and whatnot, but it's been just a very busy time. And the reason why, besides being sick and also working my job, if you guys don't know, I work full time at a university here as a in the food court, where I'm a food court manager. So I'm really busy this time of year, trying to get ready for the end of the semester, and then trying to get ready for that following semester with ordering stuff and all that kind of good mumbo jumbo stuff. But anyway, nonetheless, we it's this busy time of the year, which this year is kind of different because we are there at my job. We're actually ending the semester early, about a couple weeks earlier than we normally would. So that means I can bring content to you guys, and that's what I've been doing here on the weekends here on the channel. Now, with that being said, I've been thinking about, I've been wanting to do some other projects, but I just don't have the time, and I just don't have, there's only so much you can upload on the channel. There's only so much stuff that people want to watch here on the channel and whatnot. So, after, we have 1,000 something subscribers now, which I very thank you guys so much for doing. Hopefully we can push that on. I would love to see us get 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know that's a long task because we're at 1,105, I think, the last time I checked. But a man can dream. But so with that being said, I decided to go ahead and start a second channel here on YouTube. It is called ESGN. Well, I was going to originally call it ESGN Plus, but they won't let me put the plus in there. So it's called ESGN Plus LP. Or better known as just ESGNet LP. ESGN LP is going to be a fun channel. You're going to have your traditional stuff on there, some more in-depth, I guess you could say franchise type stuff from the world of NFL. I have an NFL series I'm starting, I'm putting together, that actually was supposed to be on this channel, but I decided to put it on the other channel. Also, we're going to do stuff with, more with baseball. I've been playing a lot of the MLB, the show, especially last year's game, and doing the series, what's it called? Road to October, that's what it's called. I know here on the channel we had one with the Seattle Mariners, and we'll continue that, but we're going to continue that on to the second channel. There is a link down below. You guys can go and subscribe to that channel and check it out. Now, I will tell you now, as of today, being November 6th, there's stuff on the channel, but you guys are not able to see it just yet. It's not going to be released until the next Tuesday, which will be what is that? That is the 10th. Now, there will be an announcement, a big announcement on the Monday on that channel, talking about it, and I'll probably talk more in depth on that video when you guys check that channel out, go on there. There's like I said, there'll be a link there, and that trailer or whatever that I have for that will be released that Monday morning. But there's, like I said, there can be some things that are kind of similar to this channel, but also there will be other things that are going to be a little different. I'm going to do some franchise modes, just a little more different, more in depth. Same thing with career modes. We're gonna play, and on this channel, we're gonna play a lot of old school stuff. We'll have some new school stuff in sports gaming, but a lot of it will probably be more retro stuff. Back the PS3, maybe even I'm actually looking for a PS2. Buddy of mine, Joe, says he has a couple of them, and I'm gonna try to buy one off of them. There's some really cool PS2 games that I had. I still have a couple of them, but there's some others I've been looking around at a local thrift store and a older what do you call it? It's a store. It's mom and pop video game store here locally. It's called Vintage Stock. I don't know I think there's more or less in the Midwest area, around Texas and Oklahoma, and Kansas, Missouri. Yeah, I've checked out. I'm gonna be buying some games actually this weekend, tomorrow to be exact. And so there'll be some retro stuff mainly on that channel on ESGNet LP. So I cannot wait I'll talk about more about it here in just a bit. But here on this channel, like I said, we're gonna work on I think the main series, I don't have a lot of series going on here on this channel, and that's one of the other things I want to talk about here. We're going to kind of take a back seat on some series. Now, when I say that, I mean we're going to take a little time out, not completely away from them. I know of at least 3 or 4 series here on the channel that you'll see up here on a regular basis. Definitely will be our Highland Scotty series. I'm loving this series. I'm loving what I'm putting together. That's another reason why there's been so much, not so much from me on the channel here, as I'm trying to go through these notes here, because I got a lot of things I want to talk about. But that series I've been putting together here for now. We're at getting ready to finish our 4th season up, and season 5 is going to be so fun, because season 5 there's going to be more depth analysts of recruiting players. I don't know if you guys know already, but my buddy Steve, he's been helping me out, and he's got a list of players that are going to be a huge impact that we should go after. He plays on that series. He is a recruiter. He's been also on the Miles Marvel series, helping me out on that one too. So we'll see more of him actually on this channel, and probably on the other channel also, because I have some ideas that I kind of want to work with him on. I think it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, the Highland Scotty series will be definitely one of the main staples here on the channel that you'll see quite often. Of course, the Giants series, I'm really fun. I'm really excited about having that. Being that, getting that ready. I've been getting that kind of the draft class for that next season 2 ready to go, because you will see some of the Highland Scotty players in there, along with some other players that we've went against here in the last 2 or 3 seasons in that Highland Scotty series. So you'll see some of those players in there. Some of them are computer generated that were on the college game. Some of them, of course, will be some of the ones that you hear household names right now, like Trevor Lawrence and all those kind of guys. As we go into season 2, actually, Trevor Lawrence and I think are in this draft class I have right now with the Giants. We're currently trying to get through. But there'll be other players, and also players that from other teams that we played against, or other players that were popular this season and last season. The season is ending here on the Highland Scotty series there. So there's like I said, a lot going on. So that, and then also too, we have the Wolves, the Wolverhampton Wolves, in the Premier League in FIFA 20, along with his that's Luis Morales, his son. Mateo Morales will have his series here. That'll be a series we'll probably see more or less on the weekends here on the channel. along with what is it? I want to wrap up the Sporting Kansas City series here on the channel, and like I said, that because I tended to play 3 seasons on that, and I think we're just done with season 2. So we'll try to get through season 2 as quickly as we can, and then try to muster through season 3. If not, we'll just play 2 seasons and kind of just say, okay, we're done with it. And then our Road to Show series, those will come out sporadically throughout the year, along with our Kansas City Royals and St. Louis Cardinals series that we have here on the channel. So, like I said, we're gonna go. All the baseball stuff really will be sporadic, kind of in there and out there. So I'll make sure I'll have announcements on those and whatnot. But yeah, really, I want to kind of just focus in on more of the fall sports. Let's see. Let's go ahead and talk about ESGNet LP. It's all about franchises, rebuilding franchises, careers, and more. So on that channel, like I said, we're going to do a lot of rebuilding, and they're going to be. I'm going to try to make the rebuilding as close to realistic of anything. Mostly, it's going to be just things that just kind of make some sense, and then just try to see what we can go through. I don't want to do I don't know if you guys know, but I talked about this in other videos, but I don't like doing too many trades and on teams like that. So we'll still have some of those same rules there, but a lot of these are going to be teams that I really truly like, and I'm going to try to play as many seasons as I can. There will be times that I'm thinking I'm trying, at least the idea I have for this for a lot of these series here on that channel, is going to be live commentary. So I'll be able to produce stuff a lot more faster and get it out there as quickly as I can for you guys. So there'll probably be a lot more live commentary in those type of videos, but we'll still have some edited series here and there. Rebuilds from not just from the NFL, but Major League Baseball, MLS. I'm gonna do one. I don't know if you guys are familiar. There's a lot of people that do these rebuilds, and they sim. It's gonna be like a lot of these are gonna be a lot of sim based. So basically, just find the best players out there, put a team together the best way we can, and then sim in a lot of the games. We'll sit in and watch a couple of games here and there. I know a lot of YouTubers do this also, so we're gonna try to do the same thing here on the channel with some of those different leagues, NFL, MLB. I have a good series I've been putting together behind the scenes, and I think it's going to work out here for me. It'll probably be more of a live stream type of thing, and that'll probably be the MLB or the NBA series that I have. I'm going to do an expansion team with the Kansas City Knights. So that's something I've been kind of working on behind the scenes, and I think it'll be fun. I've been testing out and doing a lot of testing and stuff like that, and I've been doing that for the last couple of months now here. So there's gonna be a lot of different things that I'm really excited about doing. We have we also have some new series here on the channel. I have a series in college football where I'm actually playing along with my friends, 2 of my buddies, Taylor and Steve, which they've been on here on the channel before, especially Steve. They've had this online dynasty they've been playing now for the last as long as the game's been out, since 14. And that's the NCAA online series that I joined with them over the summer. And I actually have I just started not too long ago. It's back in August when I jumped in this. So I have a Cardinal. I have this. It's the what is it? It's the Stanford Cardinals online dynasty, and of course the head coach is no other than Coach Teddy Bond's son, TJ Bonds. Now, if you guys don't know TJ, he's a big he's one of our first characters we had here on the channel, and he played for Stanford back in the day, and now he is going to have his first coaching job with Stanford Cardinals there. So that one, it's going to be really fun. I've got several episodes of that. I have, almost 16, 17 episodes. And how I'm going to do this for this channel for right now is there'll be content up every other day. For the first month or two, it'll be on so what I say? Look at my notes here. Oh, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Saturdays and Sundays. So we'll have content on there. Like I said, just stay close to the channel. To ESGNet and ESGNLP will share Twitter pages, but just stay close to that, and also to the information here here on the channel, on the community board there, because there's going to be announcements about series. So that's one of those series right there. Just take a look there. It's Online Dynasty with, like I said, with Taylor and Steve. Taylor is the head coach of Air Force, and Steve is the head coach of his team that he made when at the height of this game came out, when you were able to create teams on Team Builder, and that is the Lovelady Lions. So he, as a coach, he's the head coach of that. I'm the head coach of course, the Cardinals. And I'm taking over the team. I think we're in the 2027 season, so we're a couple years ahead from where we're currently at right now, like 7 years ahead. But this game, of course, came out in 2014, so they're several years ahead. So a lot of the big names of college football are long gone, and it's so far it's been a fun series. Now, what's going to be tied? There's also going to be two others. Hopefully, two other things tied to this series also, and that will be a Madden 25 series. It's an online series that Steve and Taylor also play in, or they created several years at the same time when they were starting this online dynasty between the two of them. Of course, now I'm jumped in there with them and being a part of that. But it'll be a Madden 25 online dynasty there here on the channel also too, that will coincide along with this NCAA 14 series. And I was really tough trying to figure out which team it was, because all these teams are pretty established, of course, but especially Steve and Taylor, they're established coaches there in the NFL, their NFL teams too. Taylor, I believe, in that series is with the Tennessee Titans, and Steve has rebranded the Buffalo Bills into the Toronto Thunderbirds, I believe. So, and there's some crazy changes in that. Teams are, there's some teams that are no longer in the same city anymore, or they renamed themselves. So, like I said, I kind of explained that in the introduction video about that in that series. But yeah, like I said, this NCAA series I cannot wait to play. Stanford actually has pretty good players on there, and I think we're playing, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're playing 5 to 6 minute quarters in NCAA, and then in the Madden series, I think we're playing, about the same amount of time, 5 or 6 minute quarters in that. So yeah, it's it's definitely going to be it's going to be definitely fun. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. I was trying to think of the name of the team I was playing. I realized that this was like back in August and we're still playing these games and stuff. But this is back in August, so my mind's kind of just out there. But I'm with the Philadelphia Eagles in that series, and it's a fun one so far. I don't want to get too far. I want to tell what's going on, but at the same time, like, nope, you got to watch the series, see how things turn out. Because I've never done online before, well, I take that back. I have with another group of friends, and the online was at that time was just kind of bad. Just really that I had really bad internet connection. A couple of us did, and so we just had to just kind of quit playing. Just wasn't really into it no more. So, we kind of moved on from that, and you know, just you know, back, and this was back before. I think this was the. I think I was still in college when that was going on. At the time, the internet I had at my place was just really, really bad. I hated it. Not well, yeah, actually more so than I hate it right now, because the one I have right now is just sometimes just god awful. But anyway, that's the series there, and like I said, I'm gonna play a couple seasons with him in that. It just depends on time. I mean, how much time it takes. Really, games don't really take that long. We can get through a season pretty quick. But they work full time. They actually work at home full time from home. And so it just depends on timing and stuff like that. Because I have other now with 2 channels now. I got to try to make sure I have enough content for both. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun series. I can't wait. It's gonna be. I cannot wait to see this team, because this team I put. I didn't put it together. I should say. Team that I went with was a team that was a playoff team. I wanted a team that had a playoff caliber, that was on the same level as Taylor and Steve currently right now, because they are one of the top teams in the NFL. They've won a couple of Super Bowls now. I think this one is in the 20. I think they're in the 2026 season, so they're just about a year behind their current college season that we're in right now on the online dynasty there. But yeah, that's gonna be a fun series. This series, like the college series, will be on once a week. This series will be on Thursdays, starting on November. What is this? When is that? November 12th will be the first. Will be the introduction episode to the series. The 10th will be which will be a Tuesday. That'll be the start of the NCAA series there with the Stanford Cardinals. Now, we also got some fun other games here. And like I said, this is a channel that I want to do some fun stuff in. I want to do some other things that you normally wouldn't see. I know this game right now is being kind of popular. It's kind of on with some people in the sports gaming community, and that's PGA Tour 2K21. I've been wanting to do a PGA series for years now. I've been looking around for which Tiger Woods game was good. If you guys know a Tiger Woods game that would be fun to play, especially of course it had to be an old school one, preferably in the PS2 era. Let me know which game that is, which Tiger Woods game. I'm trying to remember which Tiger Woods game my roommate had. Of course, that would have been my buddy Joe when we were roommates. So it would have been in 06, between 04 and 06. So I was trying to ask him. He couldn't remember which game he had, because we lived together for those 3 or 4 years, and he had a hard time trying to come up with which game it was. So if there's a Tiger Woods game from that era, the PS2 or even the the PS2 or the PS3, let me know down below in the comment section a game you guys should suggest for the PGA. But yeah, we have a character by the name of Bogey, or I should say Bogard, aka Bogey Baker, and he is a new character here on the channel. Or to one of the original characters here on ESGN LP that you guys can check out. I've already got about 3 or 4 episodes of that. That series will actually start on November, looks like November 21st, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but yeah. But yeah, Bogey, it's a cool series there. Like I said, I've been wanting to play a PGA game for a long time. I was going to get the Rory McIlroy series, the last one EA made, but oh man, I was looking at that, and some places still want $60 for that game. I'm like, there's no way in hell that I'm going to get, that game's, it has to be at least 5-6 years old. And I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. Nope. I was last year I was going to get the other series, which was the same people that made that game, this PGA 2K21 game, the Golfers Club or whatever. But a lot of people say don't get this one, so that's what I did. The other series that I've been looking forward to do in on YouTube, and I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger here, and that is NASCAR. We're gonna have a NASCAR series here on the channel with NASCAR Heat 5, and that's character, as you see him stunning in his aviators there, stunting like a #1 stunner. That is no other than Jebediah Jameson, or better known as Jed, and he is a NASCAR driver, and he is trying to fulfill his dreams of becoming a NASCAR legend. So NASCAR 5, I've been playing this game now for several weeks now here, and I am loving it. Also too, I'm trying to one of the reasons why I want to get a PS2 is because I want to get, and this was one of my favorite race car games from NASCAR from back in the day, and I found a copy of it, and I can't wait to play it, and that is NASCAR Total Team Racing. I love that game. That game was so much fun, and if I can get a PS2, which I'm, like I said, buddy Joe says he has several of them. If I can get that game or that system, I have the game, and I cannot wait to start a series with that too. So you might end up having 2 NASCAR series here on the channel. But yeah, NASCAR Heat 5. If you guys haven't played it yet, it's a fun series. There'll be other racing games here too. I'm a big fan of Need for Speed. That's part of the Let's Play side. We'll play stuff that are kind of not traditional sports games, and we'll get to that here in just a bit before we wrap up this video. But yeah, that's Jed, and he, like I said, he's a fun character. I cannot wait to play. It's been a lot of fun playing this game, and also too trying to get to understand how things work in this game. I think the first couple of episodes I screw up on a lot of different things, but I've now kind of got some help from other friends that are big NASCAR fans, like my buddy Steve, to help us out in that type of stuff. And I've been looking up stuff online on settings and all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, I cannot wait to start this career mode and this one. Now, this series, I believe, will begin on I think the weekend before Thanksgiving, which is on I think I have it set for, okay, yeah, I have it set up for November 21st here on the channel, or there on ESGN LP. Now, the other series too, that's another sports series that I've been looking forward to, and there's actually going to be 2 of them. There's going to be one here on UFC 4 and another one on UFC 3. UFC 4, of course, we will have a young man by Will Ferrell. I keep messing this name up, and I just now realized I messed it up again. Wilfredo Vasquez. So Vasquez is a young man from Houston, Texas, that is wanting to be a UFC champion. He wants to be a UFC legend, and we'll try to see if we can get him in that direction here on in that series there. So UFC 4. We also have one from a character that I originally created from one of my wrestling games from way back in the day, and his name is Keith Rampage, and he will be the star on UFC 3. And I know a lot of people say, why are you playing UFC 3? It sucks. Well, it's something I've been I was originally going to start here on this channel, here on the main channel, but I never did get around to it. I haven't created everything. I've kind of just working with him in exhibition matches and just trying to learn on that one. Of course, there is a to me, I think there's a big difference between 3 and 4. So it's gonna be nice to kind of go back to that game and try to learn how to do stuff on here. Because the last time I really played a UFC game hardcore was before I started doing YouTube, and that was back. Oh man, I would have to say it was back when whichever one Brock Lesnar was on the cover of. UFC Breakdown, or whatever it was called. Yeah, that was, or no, Unleashed. That's what it was. It was Unleashed. I played that one quite often. So that was really the last time we got a chance to, or at least I got a chance to do play a UFC game. So since then, I haven't really played one since just about a year and a half ago. I bought 3, and then just recently I just bought 4. This series, I have not yet decided when it's going to start here. I'm hoping it'll probably start after Thanksgiving, going into the holiday season. I haven't decided what day this one will be on. It'll probably be on maybe on the Monday or Wednesday or Friday, something like that. Probably a Wednesday, probably. I have this series up. And then we also have another series that you won't see on here on the screen because I don't have an image of it yet, and that is a series for MLB. We'll have I'm going to restart the March to October with the Seattle Mariners, and of course a couple other teams that I want to work on in that little mini series there. And along with that, we also will have a new Road to Show character here on the channel with Alexander Halberto. So that'll be a new character to the ESGNet family, and I cannot wait to start that. Now, on the LP side, as you tell right there, as you can see, it is Marvel's Avengers. Yes, I bought this game, and I have not yet opened I have not broken the wrapper. So these LPs you see here on the channel, until I can figure out if I can actually live stream on ESGN LP, they'll probably be live commentary. So I'm going to be doing live commentary for the first time ever. So bear with me if there's any issues trying to do a live commentary as I'm playing the game. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. Also too, I got a lot. Actually, I mean, I'm not lying to you guys when I say this, but every game that's came out since the Avengers, so from the day the Avengers released up to this exact moment, I almost bought almost all of them. So you're looking at Watch Dogs Legacy. Plus, I already have the other 2 Watch Dogs games. I have. What else I have? I have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, Mutants in Manhattan. I have the Uncharted series, all the original 3 plus the one with the ladies in it. What else do I have? I have Red Dead Redemption. I can get Red Dead Redemption, or actually Red Dead Redemption 2. I can get the first one. And then I have so many other action adventure games that we could play here, and not to mention whenever the new ones drop that I think I'll enjoy playing, we'll definitely play those here, there, or I should say over there on LP. So I cannot wait to start this new series or this new channel and start sending these new series here. Like I said, once I can find, I'm sure I can start live streaming already on ESGN LP, but I need to take a look and find out. I'm not for sure just yet, but if I can, I will definitely let you guys know. We'll live stream over there. Not to mention, we are also going to try. We're going to try to do live streaming not just on YouTube, but we're also trying to do some live streaming on my Facebook channel or Facebook page there, ESGNet Facebook page there. Do some live gaming there. Also Twitch. Again, ESGNet and ESGN LP will share Twitch accounts, just like they do with a Twitter account there. So, like I said, it's going to be a lot of new stuff going on here on the channel, and I just cannot wait. And that's the reason why you haven't been seeing so much stuff here on this channel. I've been kind of trickling in. I mean, the majority of this stuff has probably been a lot of soccer stuff, but we're going to officially get back to other series that we had here on the channel. Our Road to Shows, our our soccer franchise or manager series there. Mateo Morales, Highland Scotties, the Giants, all that kind of stuff. We're gonna get back to that stuff here very, very soon. I will say it'll be probably the week before Thanksgiving. Once you start seeing that stuff start rolling in, and if things change, you guys will know. Just stick to the channel here on the community page here on the channel, and also on Twitter. I always try to make sure I tweet that stuff, that kind of information out to you guys. So stay tuned for that. But that is it for the channel update. I cannot wait for you guys to check out ESGNet LP. Like I said, I've already got about a good month to a month and, or actually a month and a half to about 2 months worth of stuff on the channel for you guys, and they're all going to be kind of spread out. So just bear with me, have fun. Like I said, I'll post the days of the weeks when certain series are coming out here. I'll try to post that here this weekend to let you guys know. But that's it for me. Stay tuned for more here on the channel, and also, of course, now on a second channel. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to be just, you know, I thought one channel was bad enough, but now trying to run two, it's just going to get just even worse. So best of luck to me, I guess. But that's it for me. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Like I said, definitely there's a link down below. Check out and click on that to subscribe over to there, and hit the bell notification so you guys can be notified when videos drop over there. And check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Links are down below in the description. And check us out on Patreon if you want to be a part of our channel that way, part of our different series here on the channel. I'll explain more about that in the video over there on LP, how you guys can be a part of the channel with Patreon, and how that works out too. So, but that's it. There was just so much to talk about there, and not to mention, I miss looking at my notes here. I'm like, yeah, you even got more to talk about. So, but we'll get to that. I'll probably make another video up here, hopefully by sometime mid next week, talk about more other stuff here on the channel. So that's it for me, guys. As always, keep yourselves healthy. I will see you guys next time.